Good evening, all. Yesterday we have seen psychosis and the neurosis, the difference between the psychosis and the neurosis, etiology, clinical features, and what are the treatment, and what is the physical treatment, and what is the prognosis. Okay, so now we are seeing about the phobia. So yesterday only I explained regarding that phobia. Phobia is a unreachable fear of a specific object or activity or stimulus. So when the people are, when we were in a small children, when they are telling like a horrible stories or horror movies, or when we are saying these are all the things, so automatically our mind will be developing the anxiety related to that particular subject or particular object. Okay, so the features of the irrational fear. What is the causes for irrational fear? First one is the person who is having that, this one, what is disappropriate in the circumstances that precipitate. Okay, the person cannot be reach the person cannot be dealt the reasoning controlled through the power. So when we are crossing that this one fearful road or nearby road, if it is any street light is not there, so what we are doing, we will pray to God, that is God is with me, like that, God is with me, like that. So like that, when we are thinking and we are passing on the road, so same way the person cannot be control the fear, but instead of that, something they are using for getting out of that fear. Okay, so these are all the characteristics of the irrational fear. That is the individual avoids the features, object or situations. So when we are telling, that is, you go to the shop or we have to buy something, so you will think that we have to cross the road, so you will avoid that situations, that is, no, I cannot go. You send somebody, or otherwise you ask somebody to come along with you, that like supporting. So have you seen, that is, this is a personal experience when we are happening. So this is for everybody will come, this is a normal. Okay, but when the persons are out of control or out of reach, that level, that is we are calling is a phobia. Okay, so classification already I said: agoraphobia, social phobia, specific phobia, and other phobias like anxiety disorders, and phobic disorders like unspecified disorders. Okay, so types of phobia is there. Types of phobia, that is what are all the types of phobias are there? Simple phobia, social phobia, and agoraphobia. Okay, simple phobia is it is a so irrational fear or specific object or stimulus. So when they have telling that story, when we were in a small, that is the person who is coming with, there is no head, the persons will come to the home. So they will come to the home means everybody will die. So that is for, there is nothing is there like that, but the external stimulus, that is the person who is dealing with us, or the persons are very close to us, or otherwise friends. So what they are telling, that is we are telling like the person who is not having the head, but they will come to the home, and when the persons are coming to the home, everybody will die, and the person will kill everybody, like that. So it is a external stimuli, that is there is a no perception. Okay, so that is we are calling as a simple phobia. Okay, that is it is a irrational fear or a specific object or stimulus. Okay, simple phobia are common in childhood, early teenagers. Most of this, okay, most of the fears are lost, but a few persist till adult life. Okay, even how many members are having that fear? Okay, even I am also having the fear when the room is dark, so I won't go. First our hand will search the switches. So first we'll switch on the light, then only we'll enter the room. Okay, sometimes they may disappear after the symptoms free period. Exposure to phobic objects like results in panic attacks. So when the persons are having that panic attacks, when we are lying down, or when we are sleeping, or when we are dealing with the small horror movies or small horror books. So when we are dealing with that, somebody sudden, the persons are coming and telling that is a peekaboo. Okay, so like that, if the persons are doing, so immediately we'll get the fear. Sometimes we will beat the person. Okay, so these are all the things we are calling as a simple phobia or specific phobia. So yesterday I said like types of phobias, that is we are telling like acronophobia, that is a fear of height, emetophobia, it is a seeing the sight of blood, and claustrophobia is a closed spaces, and gamophobia is a fear of marriage, and insecticides is a fear of insects, AIDS phobia, AIDS. So zoonophobia is related to fear of animals, and microphobia is related to germs, and bronchophobia is a fear of thunder, and algonophobia is a fear of pain. Okay, what are all the signs and symptoms we can see with the fear management? Okay, that is the first one is irrational, and see everybody are having that fear. Okay, how somehow and normal people what they are doing, they are adjusting, and they are after that they will okay, this is a real and that is a unreal. So when we are realizing that is it is not a real thing, so automatically will come to normal. But if the persons are not coming to the normal state, for that persons what are all the signs and symptoms we can see here? It is a irrational and persistent fear of object or stimulation situations. Sorry, not the stimulation, it is a situations, and immediate anxiety or contact with the feared object or situations, loss of control, fainting or panic response. Suddenly they will loss of control, suddenly they will faint, and suddenly the persons will be showing that panic response. You have seen some picture like piranha, like eating what else, no, like flesh eating fishes. Okay, that fishes when we are seeing, we know that it's a stimulus, already the stimulus is there, but when we are seeing that one, we'll get the fear. Okay, so loss of control, that is fainting, panic responses we can see. Avoidance of activities involving feared stimulus. Okay, so when we are touching this one, so anybody will come and any persons, any booth or any horror people or any animals will come and jump on us. Like that when we are thinking, we want avoidance of activities involving feared stimulus. Anxiety when thinking about stimulus. Okay, when we are thinking about the stimulus, oh this one it came like that. So when we are thinking that stimulus, even for the horror movies, after seeing horror movies, some of the people will think 1 month also, even for 30 days, even for 40 days also, when they are seeing that related to stimulus also, they will think, oh it is happening like that. For example, in Hindi I have seen Ras movies. Okay, that Ras movie, it is a horror movie. So in that horror movie we can see that when we are seeing that stimulus, after watching the picture also, so we are closing, everything is over. But even though when we are sitting at home, so somebody will watching, somebody is watching us, somebody is doing something like that, we will think. That is we are calling as a, it is a anxiety of thinking about stimulus. Worry about the anticipatory anxiety. Okay, so somebody will come and pick, somebody will come take our children, or somebody will come and kill. So like that, even we are thinking, it is becoming anxiety. Okay, then possible impaired social and work functioning. Okay, so we cannot, when we are going for work also, even for normal people it is normal. So when we are thinking, then we will come out from that situation. But it is, if the persons are suffering with a phobic disorder, so automatically they cannot work in the workplace also, they cannot perform well, and they will do that possible impaired social and work also, work functioning also will be getting disturbed. Okay, the next one is a social phobia. It is a irrational fear, same meaning only. It is an irrational fear of performing activities in the presence of other people or interacting with others. Here it is a social phobia, is in front of others, how what they will think, what they may underestimate us, like that. When we are thinking, that is we are calling as a social phobia. It is a irrational fear of performing activities in the presence of other people or interacting with others. So when the people there who is doing the work is, they are doing their own work, but we will think that, oh, if we are falling down, or if we are not performing well, or if we are not doing something wrong, so they may think wrong in the sense, first impression is the best impression. So lot of things will be affected. So like that, when we are thinking. So the persons will think that they cannot perform the correct activity if we are doing mistake in front of others. If the others in the sense maybe higher authority or maybe in the public area also. Okay, so if the persons are having these conditions, we are calling as a social phobia. So what are all the signs and symptoms of social phobia? It is a hyperventilation. Hyperventilation means it's a gasping. We will get that getting the deep breathing and shallow expressing. Okay, so that is we are calling as a hyperventilation. Then sweating, cold and clammy hands, blushing, palpitations, confusion, gastrointestinal symptoms, trembling hands and voice, urinary urgency, muscle tension, anticipatory anxiety, fear of embarrassment and the ridicule. So these are all the signs and symptoms we'll see with the patients with the social phobia. See, once again, that hyperventilation means we'll get that, oh my god, when we are seeing that person, I never expected this person will come and sit here. Like that when we are thinking, that is, so it is giving that one shock as well as we are giving a deep breathing. Okay, deep breathe and we are giving that shallow expression. So that is we are calling as a hyperventilation, and we'll feel that sweating, cold and this one clammy skins. Okay, so these are all the things we'll get, and sometimes we'll get that blushing and palpitation and confusion. Oh, this madam will ask a lot of questions, so what we should do, what we have to give answer, like that when we are, so especially this one, it's happened for me also when we are doing that MSc nursing second year viva voice examination, that is a dissertation. So I know that who came, that teacher, that external is from Chennai, so she is my senior. Okay, so when she was sitting, I never expected she only is a external. So what happened, when I saw her, I was getting palpitation, confusions and that thought block also happened. So because this lady, she will ask more questions, and she know that she is having that more subject knowledge. So this question she will ask, that question she will ask, and how will manage the classes, like that. So we are getting palpitation, confusion, sometimes gastrointestinal symptoms. Sometimes what will happen, we'll get that vomiting or we'll get that diarrhea. We'll go to the bathroom and we'll come back. Sometimes urination also. Oh my god, that lady, she came. So I'll go to before entering the room, we'll go to the bathroom, like that. Okay, then muscle tension. Then we'll get that muscle tension. Oh my god, this lady, what we shall ask, like that. Okay, then fear of embarrassment. That is, if they are asking anything, so whether we can, if we are knowing also, we cannot give the answer. So that type of things we are calling as these are all the signs and symptoms of social phobia. Okay, the anticipatory anxiety occurs when in advance of the particular situation, such as public speech or social event. Public speech in the sense, for a dissertation only I can tell, the dissertation for everybody, around 150 to 60 members, like a panel, the people will sit. Okay, the panel people totally around 9 to 10 people will sit, and behind that around 50 to 60 members, like the students, they will sit. Okay, so these are all the things when we are getting. So everybody will ask one question. What is our thesis? What is the things you have done? Okay, so these are all the things we have to give answer. When we are giving answer also, they will ask more question. From our answer only, they will ask more question. Okay, so that is, we are calling that the anxiety results in actual or perceived failure in the situation. Even if we know that answer, but in the situations, it's making that phobia. Because of the phobia, we are not presenting well in the situations, that is leading to embarrassment of the future anxiety. So this anxiety, it will be developed when the persons are going for work, or if the persons are in higher position. So if the persons are doing the work, if they are not able to performing well, so these are all the conditions we are calling as a social phobia. So social phobia, many of the people who have phobia are underachievers. Okay, so the people, those who are having that fear of handling the things, fear of facing the problems. So leads to what happen? Underachievers because of test anxiety, poor job performance and poor communication skills. They may have few or no friends, decreased support system and poor interpersonal relationship. See, once again I'll tell you, that is the person, those who are not able to face the problem, that is face the problem in the sense they have to convert in the phobia, become to be achievers. Okay, when the persons are having the phobia, they have to come out of that situation, and whatever it is, we are ready to face. So even if it is wrong or right, so that person, they have to come according to that situation. If they are not coming to that situation, leads to what happened? The underachievers because of test anxiety, poor job performance and poor communication skills. They have few or no friends, decreased support system and poor interpersonal relationship. So these are all the things we are calling as a social phobia. Now you know that simple phobia and the social phobia. Then next one is agoraphobia. I will teach you. Then afterwards I will go for the treatment. Okay, agoraphobia, it is characterized by the irrational fear of being a places away from the familiar setting of home, like in crowds or situations that the patient cannot have easily. Okay, so agoraphobia, it is characterized by what else? It is a irrational fear of being in places away. That is, everybody will have from the home. They are very freedom of all this, all freedom is there. So they can go, come here, this, that, so many things. When we are putting into the hostel, so what happened? The persons will be getting the fear from the familiar setting of home. In crowds, they will have that. Even if they are seeing the crowds, they will get the fear. And the situations that the patient cannot be leave easily. So somebody is pulling, bullying, and these are all the things. It's making the persons will be getting agoraphobia. Okay, the agoraphobia increases in severity. That is gradual restriction of normal day-to-day activities. When the agoraphobia, if the persons are finding, and they have to make the patient to be come to the normal stage. Even the crowd area, if you are going to the crowd area, there is nothing will happen. You have to face the problem. You have to, if they are blaming you, you have to defend. You have to defend yourself, and you have to come out of the situations. And if the persons are not treating properly, what happened? The persons will be having that gradual restriction of normal day-to-day activities, for bathing, for brushing, for cleaning, their personal things also it will be affected. When the persons are having that agoraphobia, if we are not treating properly. Okay, so that is, the persons will be having that activity mainly for everybody. All human beings will have that same characteristics, but here it is, the persons cannot be come out of that situation, leads to the persons will be developing, that is from the familiar setting at home. Like what else? The persons are going to the crowd, when the persons are blaming you unnecessarily, and these are all the conditions. So we have to make the patient to be come to the normal, or the persons will be suffering with the normal day-to-day activities also. Okay, what are all the signs and symptoms of this agoraphobia? Is overriding fear of open or public spaces. See, these are all, even I am also having. That is for what else? No, like for circus and all we can go. No, so there we can see like a giant wheel, and a lot of things are there. Giant wheel and all. When I am seeing, I'll run away. Okay, so that is a fear only. Okay, it is a overriding fear of open or public spaces. Primary symptom: deep concerns about help might not be available in such places. Okay, deep concern, when we are seeing that concerning the person, but help might not be available from that places. Okay, so when we are in some critic position, when we are in problem, so we will expect somebody will come and help us. So that person, if the persons are not coming and helping us, we are leaving alone, we are managing alone. So automatically what happened, deep concern that help might not be available in such places leads to the persons will be getting agoraphobia. So next time if the persons are fearing that one, so next time if the persons are seeing the crowd, so they will run. You no need to go there. If you are going, everybody will catch me and nobody will come for help. So they will fly away from that situations. Avoidance of public places and confinement of confinement to home. That is even for the public places, they won't be present. Okay, when accompanying by panic disorders, fear that having that panic attack in public will lead to embarrassment and inability to escape. So these are all the conditions we can call as the persons with the agoraphobia. So etiology is as agoraphobia, it will come for your 2 mark questions, sometimes 5 mark questions also. Okay, etiology it a psychodynamic therapy. So psychodynamic therapy, according to this theory, anxiety is usually dealt with repression. What do you mean by repression? What do you mean by repression? You have studied in your defense mechanism, no? What do you mean by repression? Repression means what? They may expect somebody to come and help, or otherwise they will blame the people, those who are handling, those who are dealing with us. Okay, so the repression when falls to functioning adequately with the secondary defense mechanisms of ego. Okay, when we are speaking, when we are defending ourselves to in front of others, if they are not accepting and if they are keep on arguing and keep on telling something, and automatically will develop that ego development will come. So ego development, what happen when we are ego, our ego we won't leave that. Okay, so automatically will fight. Okay, so during that time the ego comes into the action. The phobia is a secondary defense mechanism and will develop that displacement. See here, defense mechanism is 2 defense mechanism is using. One is a repression and one is a displacement. Displacement what? Displacement means what? The anxiety is transferred from real dangerous to the another person. That is we are calling as a displacement. So repression means what? The repression is when we are defending ourselves, the person won't accepting, so automatically what happen, the ego problem, ego will be come out. So ego will be, when the ego will come out, we cannot adjust the situation. Instead of that, what we are doing, we are blaming others. That is or otherwise what we are doing, because of this I am getting fear, because of this I am getting displacement. Our fear is our anger, or our all anger is to be one person, but we are displacing to another person. That is the first one, it is developing the repression. After that it will be developing the ego, and afterwards it's coming to the displacement. Okay, this is the etiology for getting the agoraphobia. Okay, so learning theory is there, cognitive theory is there. For everything is saying that is depends upon the person. That is here it is learning theory is a stimulus produces an unconditioned response. Unconditioned response means they are one word if you are telling, they will talk about 100 words and you cannot tell your view. Understood? So that is we are calling as it is a unconditioned response. Okay, then cognitive theory what is saying, that anxiety is produced in the faulty cognition or anxiety inducing self instruction. Okay, self instruction, we ourselves we can judge ourselves. Okay, this is what happened, so we have to be, we should not talk, we should not be like this, we should not be with them like that. What we are self judgment we are doing. So that is we irrational thinking and produce anxiety reactions. The individual begins to seek the avoidance behavior to prevent the anxiety reactions in the and phobia result. Clear? Then next one is course is, it is the phobia more common in the woman with the onset in late second decade. The early third decade onset is sudden without any cause. Okay, so this is we are calling as a agoraphobia. Diagnosis, no specific diagnosis test. Diagnosis confirmed with ICD-10 criteria. Okay, history of anxiety when exposed to or anticipating specific entry and stimulus. Treatment is benzodiazepines and clonazepam, lorazepam and diazepam, alprazolam. Okay, then antidepressants for example is imipramine, serotonin and phenylephrine. Okay, so these are all the treatment we will give for the patients with the agoraphobia. So behavioral therapy, psychotherapy will be helpful for the patient who is coming out from the agoraphobia. That there are therapy you will study in your therapeutic management, like drug therapy, physical therapy and psychotherapy and behavioral therapy. Okay, behavioral therapy you can check it from the books or dictionary. Okay, then next one is role playing. Okay, assertive training, modeling behavior, cognitive behavior and teacher patient relationship, recognize negative thoughts and involves using the intense distracting stimulus, and with practice allows patients to control thoughts without using distracting stimulus, and mainly it is useful for the psychotherapy. Nursing management, tomorrow I will teach you regarding the nursing therapy. Okay, tomorrow I will take the treatment of phobias treatment and nursing interventions for the phobia. Okay, bye.